careful.
Hello everybody and welcome to tonight's racing action here for TTML Division 5 Season 3 round number 8 at Singapore tonight. It is indeed, and alongside we have me as always, Jim's along with you for the commentary for lead, and we have a special guest with us who can introduce himself right now.
Yeah, my name is Ensar22 or All Around Racing. I'm gonna be a new commentator here for the last races of this season. I'm a fellow Norwegian to some of the drivers here, so English is not my main language, but I've been commentating in English before, and looking forward to do some English commentating here today, especially at Singapore. It's one of my favorite tracks.
Yeah, and you do seem like you are good at English. I'm not good at your language, but there you go.
Singapore, beautiful night track. What do you think about it?
It's very interesting, Singapore. As you can see on the game right now, it's on the stream. 23 turns, 5.063 kilometers, and 3.147 miles. Very hard to master properly. It is, and I would say it just generally is like a very hard circuit. If you don't nail a corner right, you could be smacked into the wall, and that's it for qualifying and the race. So
yeah,
it's not.
The walls here really dangerous.
They are.
You want just a little touch, and you may miss an end plate or maybe half your front wing. Yeah,
it will indeed. So yeah, we are waiting now for the cars to go. Just before we do get the cars going, let me just find the standings for everybody. So, we'll go constructors first tonight. We have Mercedes leading on 242, Haas second on 210, Alfa Romeo 181, AlphaTauri 172, Ferrari 137, Racing Point 128, and then it's 68 for McLaren, 65 for Renault, 33 for Williams, and 25 for Red Bull tonight. And do you want to take some standings, or do you want me to do them, or?
I can take the 11 to 20, and you take the top 10.
Okay then, so I'll go top 10 then for you tonight. So this is the top 10 in the championship standings as it looks. Robin leading on 173 points. Ranheim in second with 138. Then it's Mays with 127. Then it's Rock City in fourth on 115. Samitsky on 102. Invictus on 76. Freak Ronk on 70. Then we have Passaus on 67. Shumi on 63, and I'm Celeste on 61.
Yeah, and with 55 points in 11th, we got Roy Garden Firix. Then we got in 12th place OWR Torrenheim, and with 43 points, Hulkenberg with 38 points, XM ACCA with 37, equaling NSR Storm also with 37 points. Then we got Lime Key AFC with 34 points, CLIF G's with 29 points, FC Bart in 18th with 17 points. Then in 19th we got OWR Sapniking with 11 points and Massel with 8 points.
So there we go then, that is your championship standings as you can see. Just very quickly, have you watched any of the races so far?
Not so much. I have driven with some of these guys before, and of course Norwegians, I drive a lot with them. But the drivers I know about, except from Norwegians, are Passel, Mace and Robin. Those are the only one.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So yeah, it's going to be interesting tonight around here to see what happens with lap times. Hello to everyone. We've had comments come through already saying from Mays that it's a rain. The race is going to have some rain in it.
Oh, interesting. Of course, this is a track with a high chance of rain. Here in Singapore, it's a lot of humidity, I think it is. And so I've been driving league races here, both in wet and dry before, and yeah, it's a city track. You think that with rain it will be really hard, but actually it isn't the hardest one. It's maybe the second sector. I would say it's the hardest one, with Singapore, Sling, and the little hairpin. But except from that, it isn't that hard actually. It depends on what assist you use.
Yeah, it is indeed. And just to ask anyone who is just tuning in right now, it's me, James, as always, and we have Ollie in the chat. Ollie here for co-coms, who's going to be doing the rest of the season with us.
Yeah. Also, Macca says rain forecast 45 minutes into the race.
Ooh, very interesting.
Yeah, it's a long race also. I think it's almost 1 hour. And normally 50% race here is maybe 50 minutes. But I see Ronheimer was the first out on track, but he goes straight into the pits again. So then it is Torreinheim, his brother, on the first guy on a half lap.
Indeed. Indeed it is. We'll take you on a lap right now then of the circuit. Well, on board with him we will, as he heads in, exiting corner 4. Down he goes then, the long straight now he does. Let's see what he does on sector 1 then. It's tricky around here. What do you think the worst parts of this circuit are?
The worst part of this, I can just add in that when I drive I do not have ABS brakes or anti-lock. I do not have traction. I use manual shifting. So depending on that, I would say it's a hard one. Maybe out of turn 3 actually, out of the first corners there. I would say that is the hardest one when you're driving without traction control. Yeah,
that is the hardest out of here as well. And then you've got the Anderson Bridge and all that section, which is really nice to drive around there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful section right there, but also a hard one. It can not a big mistake, and then you.
Indeed, you can just take somebody with you if they are. But anyway, here he comes then to Anheim, about to finish his lap here. Let's see what he's going to do for the first time of tonight, and it is a 36-1.
Yeah, it's a good time, and if the rain comes 45 minutes into the race, I would guess that they are still using their dry setup. But his brother then Ronheim, 36-1. Oh, and then Rock City takes pole. It's real close now, but he's the first guy in the 34.
Would you do that though? Would you go onto the softer, like put your dry strategy on for the race?
Yeah, because it's only the maybe last 10, or it could change, of course, in the race. But depending on the forecast we got at the moment, I would use my dry setup.
Okay.
I think that's the best one. And the big thing, or the thing about this track with setup, is that the dry and wet setup doesn't have a big difference actually. I think wet setup you use a little bit more wing, but except from that, it's not that much of a difference.
Yeah, the race tonight is 31 laps, so.
Yeah, maybe because we're running on lap 25, 24, around there.
Yeah, around there I think it would be. So that'll be interesting to see what happens there. So we do have just 1 or 2 on circuit right now doing laps. De Miles is out right now on a lap. Let's see what he's doing. He's just exiting about to sector 1. So we'll see if he can improve, or not improve, sorry, beat the current Rock City's sector 1 time. Let's have a look. He does go purple in sector 1, so that could be the fastest of anyone there, it could. And we think it is.
Yeah, but if it is his first time, it's actually a glitch in the game. It just means that it's his personal best because it's his first hot lap.
Okay, but it could be it could be the fastest of anyone. But
yeah, of course, it could still be.
Yeah, but we probably don't think it's not. It probably isn't here tonight. Then, as we are looking off board, we should be on the lap here of the miles, but it's still on board, which is fine. See what he can do then. But yeah, it's a, as we say, it's a very tricky circuit, as you can see from the camera angles you're looking at here. You can give or take just a bit of the race and it will just cost you or not. Last week, by the way, if you were here last week, let me just go back to last week and show you what we had last week. We were in Italy last Italy last week. We were indeed. So let me just tell you what happened very quickly if you are just tuning in to the Italian here tonight. As here he goes then, does the miles and 38.0. It was a wet race last week as well, so we're going to have pretty much 2 races this week with rain in them.
Interesting.
And at Monaco and that circuit Monza, by the way, just to tell you, we finished the race, if you wanted to know, with only 12 out of the 20 drivers that race.
You see Ronheimer going into 5th with a 1:36.7.
Let me just
Of course, now it's 10 minutes left. We have seen some of the drivers taking a half lap, but we're gonna get a top 3 prediction in the qualifying.
Yeah, we can do. I'll give you mine then. So I think it's going to be. Is he here tonight? Robin? No, Robin's not here tonight. It doesn't look like. Oh no, he is. He's at the bottom there, just on an out lap. I think it's going to be Robin, Rock City, and I'm going to say Invictus.
Of course, I haven't watched every races before, but I watch some and I know how some how fast they are. So I will guess Robin, because I'm seeing that he's a very fast driver. In second, I would guess Ronheim, and in third, I'll go with Rock City.
Okay, so there we go. Then we've picked the drivers there. A pretty handsome bridge goes. I'm Silas, sorry, and he's trying his. Let's see what he can do then here as he exits. Is about to exit sector 2 and sets a 1.4 at the moment on this lap. So looking good at the moment here. This is. If it's currently going to stay as we are, it looks good enough at the moment in this lap to go up to about 6th or 7th here on this lap.
Also, a quick fun fact, Odd Ronheim, he recently won the championship in the Norwegian League that me and the other Norwegians drive in. Was a really impressive season from him.
And Amsleys goes up to a 1:37.2. That is impressive then.
Oh, a little bit of slider, almost touches the wall actually. Then we got, I think it's a half. No, it's invalid. But Robin maybe, yeah. Robin is on a half lap, and after second, and there he missed, or it's just lagging. Thought it looks like he missed the braking point. But it looked like he's going a good lap. He was at 1.103, I think, after second sector. So let's see then if it can beat Rock City. I'm not sure. He doesn't, but he gets into P4 and also on the medium tires.
Yeah, so some of the drivers here, I think tonight are maybe not going. I wouldn't, if I was them, go for the wet strategy, because you know it'd probably only be like 5 or 6 laps if it is going to be there. So
yeah, it's
not worth putting that on. It could be even earlier, like it did say in the game, as we just see Invictus there do a 1:36.0 and go up to P5. But yeah, it was like previous in the season, I raced in a different league where, I commentated, where it was like it said 45 minutes into the race and then we got it with like only like 7 or 8 laps gone, so which is interesting. And, it's Codemasters 4.
I've been driving him before. As you see, XM ACCA missing the braking point. Having to go on the exit road there. But yeah, about the track and rain. If it's just light rain, not so much, you can actually drive a lot on this track with the dry setup, dry tires. Because I remember a practice I did here a few weeks ago for a league race, and the race was starting with the rain, but still it was so light rain that we started on the soft tires that we qualified on, and it was raining for 10 laps, and yeah, of course we were slower, but not that much actually. So if it's like the last 5 laps of the race with the rain and it's just light rain, they can actually stay out on the dry tires.
They can, as Lime goes to, or Liam is what he wanted to be called a couple of weeks ago, which is which we'll call him tonight. Then it's a 34.7 there for him. He beats Rock City's time there. He does very nicely. There he does, and yes, it is an interesting league to see what will happen, because you can see right now loads of the Norwegian lads are near the top of the field.
I'm not sure if McLeod is on a hot lap. He goes into the pits, and same does Ronheim.
Well, let's see who's on a lap actually. Ranheim was, but he's into the pits now, as you said.
I think Hulkenberg may have started one.
He has. Ranheimer is on a lap right now. The two brothers who are here, as you can see, Ranheimer and Tranheim.
Yeah, of course, the 3 brothers, Ronheim, Tornheim, and Ronheimer.
It gets confusing sometimes when they've pretty much got similar names.
Yeah, I can say that even when I commentate I've commentated all in the same division, just in a Norwegian, and even in Norwegian it's confusing. So.
I bet it is. Yeah, as here he comes in, does Ranheimer, yeah, to the line, and he sets a 35.9.
Good one.
It is a very good lap.
See, Hulkmer has slowed down, so he's not on this hot lap anymore. I think there's no one else on a hot lap, but there are a few drivers on an out lap.
Yeah, Hulkenberg has definitely slowed, as you were rightly saying. Anyone else on a hot lap right now? There is. Tranheim's just started one. So not Tranheim, I'm Felice, his teammate, I think, has just started one. So we'll see what happens here then with him. He heads off on his lap now, exiting corner 4 now. Corner 3 or 4. Let's see if he can beat his sector 1 time then here on this lap. 2 tenths up on his sector 1 time, so he's improving in sector 1. Like I said, it goes a little bit wide at the exit of sector 1, but that won't cost you anything. And now he carries on down the next straight. He does indeed. Here. It's really interesting, this circuit, because as we are seeing retirements now because of the session, as you do, because it's like late on in the session, but there's not many straights around here to do many overtakes. So do you think grid position's the key for this track?
I'm gonna say surprisingly no, because of course, even if you start in, say, Rock City, currently P2, I think on this track the strategy is more important, because you have a big option. You can do a 2-stop, maybe soft, medium, medium. You can do soft, hard, medium, hard, hard, medium, hard, soft. It's a lot of different strategy. So take MACCA. I'm not sure how to accept for Tail's name, but yeah, take him. He's currently P15. I would guess that with the right strategy, if he takes a different strategy from the other guys, he could maybe easily finish top 5 on this track.
He could indeed. As I'm Silas, I think that's a Silas, however, there is just setting a 37.2, so improves by a couple of tenths there he does on that lap. And there he does.
see Passel. He's in the third sector on the hot lap. Passel, I actually remember him because in the TTL days, before it got turned into TTML, I used to drive a lot with him. We drove in the same division, so I remember driving him. He's a very clean and good, fast driver, and he'll come here to 137.5 into P11. Oh, one place up. It looks like.
Yeah.
And so Storm has to set a lap and he's on invalid now. So I don't think there will be any qualifying for him, sadly, if he doesn't start one now instead.
Well, he does going to start one now. Then he is, as he crosses the line now. There are Shumi, Snore, I think they say it, the last place. I'm not really too sure on that. And then
yeah, I'm not sure I'd say it's totally in English, but I know it's from Denmark, so maybe probably a little bit easier for me. But
yeah, and
just went into P15.
Yep,
so
and
a little bit up.
And MACCA is now heading to the line. You can, it says M-A. You can call that. I think in English anyway, it's like Macca, or I think that's how we say it.
Yeah,
so.
I was thinking about just saying Macca.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what he wants or not, but we can call him out if you want. I did last week and the week before, so.
Yeah, a little bit easier probably.
Yeah.
McLeod goes into the pits. Hulkenberg's going to start a lap. Who's the next one then? It is Null, but he's not on a hot lap. Invictus is right behind him. Currently at 136.0, and can he improve? He can't. Then we got a racing point. That Shumi starting a hot lap now. Oh! Invictus goes straight into the wall as he did a little bit of collision with Snulle. Rockset is finished, Lime KFC is finished, then we got Ronheim in P2, he can challenge for pole position, maybe Mace also. But, let's take a look, Hulkenberg, no, who's the next one, is it Storm? It's Storm, goes into P11. Now the next driver is... Next driver is Robin, but he's on an invalid, so he cannot fight for pole position. And he has had his best time on the mediums. Currently the only driver with the best times on the mediums, so he... Inside top 10, he will start on medium.
He will, and Mays is now just improved in sector 1 there, so we'll see what he can do in a second, excuse me there. In a second, there we can. Anyone else about to come to the line then? Macca is about to finish his lap off here. Let's see what he can do then as he exits the penultimate corner now. To the line then, he comes in and sets a 36.9, goes 9th.
But I think Mace is the only one who can challenge for pole position, and I think it will also be really hard because pole is in 134.7, he's at 35.6, 4 tenths up on his lap. Ronheim is done, Rockset is done. How good has his third sector been? Is it enough to beat Lime? I'm not sure, I don't think so. Nah, he doesn't, but he does improve his time. Then we got... who's left now? Passel? Big Passel is the next one, yeah. He goes into the pits. Then we got Hulkenberg, invalid. Then there's no one left, actually. So this is the qualifying result then.
Yes, it will be. That will be the qualifying result. Indeed, it will. It does say that Snull is on a lap as well, but he's just invalidated. It says here, so it says he's back on another out lap. So I have no idea. It's a glitch from the game.
It should be a glitch because if you look at the timer, the time has actually went out. So these are like the last 3 minutes, and it's 40 seconds left. But I do know that there's a glitch in the game.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because they did say if you were right near the line when the timer just comes on, you can have your lap, but if you're not, then you can't. So,
yeah,
that's the new rule for this game. They made an update. They did. Macca in the chat puts
soft medium.
Yep.
Wow. That's gonna be a challenging one, interesting one.
It is indeed going to be a challenge. We've got 2 seconds left before we do finish the session off here. As
yeah, that's a
yeah.
part of the glitch. Now Snulla has to, or his car has to cross the finish line.
I think it does. Let's see if it is going to cross and see what we get here, because it might give us an indication if this is him just needs to finish this lap or cross the line. I don't entirely sure. Well, he has crossed the line. Maybe it's just there's a car that's glitching or something. I'm not entirely sure here what is happening around here. I'm sorry to everyone who is watching this right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening right now.
Yeah, it could. Soft to mediums could work, but if I was you, a 2-stop would be better. Maybe.
You see in the Discord that Rock City has said that there's a chance that he will have to retire in the middle of the race because of a sick daughter.
That's not good. Let's just have a look and see where you're seeing that.
I think we need a new lobby.
Yeah, it's fine. By the way, Rock City, hope it's... Oh, no, we don't. Well, we might do, actually, because I think a few have just left. So, I hope all's okay, Robin, with everything going on. But I'll whittle through it now for you. So, you know the grid, guys, when we go into a new lobby in a second. So, it's Liam first with a 34.7. Ranheim second. Rock City third. Mays fourth. Ranheimer in fifth. Robin in sixth. Seventh is Invictus. Eighth is to Ranheim. Maka in 9th, 10th is I'm Solis, Holkenberg is in 11th, 12th is Storm, 13th Passels, Shumi, then it's DeMiles, McLeod, and then it's Frivronk and Snull. That's how we say it, I think, Snull in last position. And that is your grid then for the 18 cars who will be racing in about 2 to 3 minutes time when we get the grid customised in the next one.
Just realized that the grid is actually half Scandinavians, 9 people, with it in Swedish, Danish and Norwegians.
Yes, so it is good to see that. We're just now going to leave the lobby and wait for a new one to be opened. Hopefully we get an invite to that soon.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
We can talk, a quick talk about the track then, while we wait. Of course, it's, or I had a sheet here, but yeah, it's one of the newest tracks on the grid. The first race was held in 2008. There have been some changes on this track around Singapore Sling, turn 10, 11, because earlier, or in the first years, I think, I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that the cars actually jumped a little bit or something when they touched one of the curbs there, and it was really dangerous, so they changed that part of the track. The challenging part is probably turn 11, 12 around Anderson Bridge, depending if you drive medium or full traction.
It is indeed, and another thing as well about this circuit, they used to have a chicane here, which they've taken out as well, so...
Yeah.
I think that's the corners you were talking about, I think, so...
Yeah. And also another cool thing that I really like, it isn't a big thing, but I really like it, and that's between turn 18 and 19, and that is that you drive right under the English word again, the turbine, or where the people sit.
Oh, some people call that part of the circuit a bridge, or you can call it a grandstand, but...
Yeah, grandstand.
It's entirely up to you.
I really like that you actually drive under there. And I don't know why, but I think it's a cool little effect on this track.
It is. I'm just going to... Sorry, carry on.
Also, as we were talking about the overtakes in this track, in 2019 they added a DRS between turn 13 and 14 at Esplanade Drive. We've seen, I think it was Daniel Ricciardo did some moves there, and it is possible for overtakes, but it isn't easy. The best chance is from turn 5 to turn 7, Raffles Boulevard, and the longest straight on this track would be but you will need a very good exit out of the last 2 corners.
You will indeed need a good exit, and it is hard. There it is. Just to say, we have got invites. If you haven't, I can invite you to the lobby, but
Yeah, I mean,
we are in the lobby now, so I'll just put the track back up for you guys. As we say, it's 22 to 23 turns. But I'm surprised when it's came Kevin Magnussen with the fastest time ever around here in a race. I think it is in a race. This is a 1:41.9. So very good time from him there.
yeah, that's the thing about this track. We can see it in the game also, but you can see it more easily in real life. And that is the times set in qualifying in race is so big difference that I think that in 2019, while I was watching the race, they said something about the pole time and like the general, or not the fastest lap in race, but the time that most of the drivers are at was like 10 seconds difference. But that was then, but I think the norm is around 5-second difference between best race times and best qualifying times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. And Mac has just put in the chat saying about double. It is about if it rains and we need to switch to inters or wets, should work. Ninth, apparently he says 9th or 10th around here is the worst place to start. So
yeah, I'm not so sure. The race I've driven here, it's been so much different. Like some races we start on wet, some we end, or some just no wet. But the trickiest part here is when to pit if the rain comes in the middle of the race, or if you start on wet and it will dry up, because of course the humidity here is so high that it takes a long time for the track to dry up.
Indeed it does. And it really depends around here, because I remember we did a race in another league race, and it was like we had the first half was dry and then the second half was wet, and it was like the cut-off point was massive before you went onto the wet tyres. Around here, you can if you are just watching and you don't actually do much racing yourself, you can take a long, but it's it was for them anyway, when it started raining, it was about 7 laps before they actually pitted to go onto the wetter tyres. I was very surprised on that, but that's what it was. They did, because apparently that's the cut-off point and all that, because it was still on the wet track, still good enough to race on. So we have 16 drivers waiting in the lobby at the moment. I think we're waiting for 1 or 2 more, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll have to wait and see who actually is going to join us or not. But yeah.
As we wait, I'm going to try a new Red Bull that I found in my store today, the Red Bull Watermelon Edition. Oh, I always have to get some good drinks or energy drinks for commentating, or hold the whole race and keep my voice up.
Yeah, he's now just joined. Oh, he's just left. So maybe a glitch. I'll invite him back. Give him 1 second. So there we go, I've invited him back as well now, so if he does leave again, we get into another invite. So just quickly, I'm just gonna send a screenshot. 1 second. Just gonna send a screenshot into the Discord so they can know where everyone finished for that qualifying and that. So we should be ready to go, I think, now. So 17 drivers then will take the grid, and we will race from now, which is 8 UK time anyway, which is 8:37, and we will race until probably around 9:30. Around here. Yeah, it is. And just to say, if you are wondering, Division 4 are going on as well right now. They are in the full wets as well on lap number 5 of their race right now out of the 31.
Yeah, I'm not surprised with more rain.
Yes. So if you want to go and watch them instead of ours, you can do it as well, but we are here ready and raring to go now. We are with the start of the race, and then after the race, if we have time, which I think we will do, we may get a few of the top 3 in for an interview chat.
Also got a fun fact here, just finding something while I wait. The Singapore GP is a family night track, as we all know, and because of that it leads to be light up. 1,600 custom-made floodlights are installed here, connected by 108,423 meters of cables, and these have enough power to 20 Formula E cars for 5.5 race. It's 3,180,000 watts. It says watts.
Wow.
It's also one of the toughest tracks for the drivers, especially in real life, because they're driving for almost 2 hours. They really feel it on their body, the humidity. It gets really warm here, even warmer in their car. I think they'll lose about 3 or 4, or at this track they lose 1 more kilograms than normally than the other tracks actually.
Yep. And just to say as well, if it's maximum capacity, like crowds are filling everything around here, it's around 100,000 people can watch this race.
That's impressive. Think about it, it's like in the middle of Singapore, the city here also.
Yeah, because I've just looked it up on the I just looked it up, and if I do the actual full attendance for you right now and show you, probably didn't.
Also, I don't know if people have maybe seen Singapore when the drivers come out of the car. I remember after Raikkonen crashed with Kvyat in 2019, he climbed out the car, and he's driving through this white, and you can see like on all of his back and arms, stomach, all around the white part, it was almost black. It was like gray, and that's just because of the driver sweating, because it's so warm. It's up to 70% humidity here actually.
It is, yeah, it will be, and I found it now. So it was an average over the daily 100,000, so 300,000 over the 3 days. And the last time we were here, 2019, average was 89,333. That makes it as a 268,000 over the weekend came. So a hell of a lot of people come here and watch F1 racing over the times it is here. But anyway, here we go then. We're going to get the formation lap started now. So there you go with the stop strategies. It's medium to hards or soft, medium, medium. And yes, the guys know what they've got to do. They've got to put their tyres on to what they had to start with. So all the top 10 were pretty much soft, except a couple. As you can see, the couple of them who weren't were Tranheim, Robin and Invictus. They all went on the mediums. Everyone else went on the softs. And then not in your top 10 we have Hulkenberg, Storm and Schumi going on the hards, and then we have Passaus and we have McLeod on the mediums, and then everyone else not in the top 10 are on the softs as well.
See that inside top 10 actually, I'm not sure about totally sure about the rule here that if we have the problem they have to start on the tires they qualified on. But inside top 10 there were actually only Robin who qualified on the mediums, Ronheimer and Invictus. I'm really sure they were on the soft, if I remember right, because in qualifying I had on the best tires, and I could be wrong, but if I remember right I think it was on the Robin. inside
I
out.
think it was as well, but I will have a look for next week probably and see what the rules are and all that, because it's probably a long rule book right now. So
Yeah, going through Esplanade Drive, the second DRS straight they have at this track, and in the third sector now. A lot of 90 degrees turns here, and not that high speed corners, you could easily say.
well, someone in the chat says Invictus says his strategy says softs, so maybe it's a glitch on the game.
But quickly before we start, a podium prediction maybe.
Yeah, no, it does say. By the way, mate, it does have mediums on our screen. But I was just about to say one last thing. Yeah, as you know, we're both. What was from one of us, by the way, just to answer one of the questions in the chat. I'm from the UK, so there you go. If you want to know where I'm from.
Yeah, and I'm from Norway.
Yeah, or I'm from England then, if you want to be. But no, top 3 for tonight then, very quickly, because I'll do mine very quick, because we're all coming to the grid now. I'm going to say Rock City's only doing half the race because of his daughter. So I'm going to say Ranheim, Mays, and Robin for the podium. And then very closely behind, is going to be Liam. Carry on.
Yeah, I say Ranheim, Mays, and Limerick KFC. But now you can take us through the start of the race.
Okay then, so we're about to get going. Here we are. We've got the 3 lights on now, 4, and now 5, and we're off for the Singapore Grand Prix here for season number 3. Good start from everyone here as they head down to corner 1. Now they do. Anyone in the background making any mistakes?
Oh! There was a crash there. Alfa Romeo was touching the back and spun around. I think it was Torrenheim. He's missed a lot of places. Currently P14.
There he does then. Frivronk made a mistake as well. He's down in 17th now from where he started, a little bit further up the field he did there. Invictus is already up to P9, overtaking Maka, who's already got a penalty. But we are go then here. The strategies are back on your screen if you want to quickly see the strategies for tyres. But yeah, what a manic start.
Fighting. Oh no, I think Torrenheim was pushed. He touched the wall, but he didn't lose his front wing.
Yeah, as I'm saying, what a manic start we had with some of the guys who are further down the order here. But it's Liam still in the lead here, Ranheim 2nd, Rock City 3rd, and 4th is Ranheimer.
Invictus touched the wall in Singapore or Anderson Bridge and has lost half of his front wing.
Who?
Has been Storm trying on Maka, but has to back out of that. Of course, they will be faster than Invictus now because he's a little bit of a front wing.
Ah, yes, he has. Here as they head now underneath the grandstand, or the stand that the people sit in. Here they are, and heading into the last little complex of corners. We have a spinner.
Oh, no,
oh, into the wall.
Into the wall. And that's half of Leon's front wing too. You can also see that Damilis has had a great start, currently 5 places up now. And also Silas gained 4 places. Invictus and Torrenheim into the pits.
Indeed, and now if you are just tuning in, the game is going to glitch for a lap or 2 and then we'll be back to normal in a second. So it is, as you can see here, Liam leading, Ranheim 2nd, Rock City 3rd, Ranheimer in 4th, sorry, and Mays in 5th here, he is, and 6th is I'm Solis, it is here. As the closest battle on circuit right now is Storm trying to catch up, trying to catch up to Storm here for P number 10, from 10th and 9th, they are, by the way. As they head around here. So we are looking, by the way, if you didn't know and you're just tuning in, rain will be in the last quarter of the race. So we think that will be last like 3 to 4 laps, maybe even a bit longer.
Yeah, 5, 6 it could be, because a lot, or many times in the qualifying you got like a little bit of weather forecast, but you can't see so much. So it's like the last forecast there says rain. In race you can actually see that could be more or less than you thought, and sometimes the rain can come faster, or sometimes it will come later. As we have a yellow flag, what's happened with Liam? He has spun out of the last corner, and he has crashed and lost his end plate, actually. Really unlucky for the leader of the race, currently now P8 with wing damage.
That's not good at all there as he now exits corner 2 and heads down. Now he does the next straight weaving, he does there, and hopefully Storm does not collect him, or he doesn't collect Storm here, but we do have a battle for the lead now, and it's Rock City right on the back of Ranheim. He is right on the back of him now. 3 tenths is the gap there, a bit more now. It's gone back up to 4 tenths, but still really pushing each other around. Here they are as they head down the next little straight they do here into the braking zone. Now they go before they head over the Anderson Bridge in a couple of seconds time. Now over the Anderson Bridge they go then.
Yeah, the 2 fellow Norwegian drivers, Rock City driving for Old Walker Racer and Ranheim driving for Odd Esports team. Just to let people know, Odd is a Norwegian football team that have an esports team now also. And then racing here in F1 games now.
Very nice. So yeah, that's what's happening at the front of the field then, and you can see that there the gap is staying around 4 to 5 tenths there, not really going down or not really coming up, not really going down or not really going up at the front there. It's not.
And I got more bad news here, and this time it's Robin who has crashed into the wall and lost an end plate.
Oh!
And now it's Ranheim out of the race. Oh no, I thought the last corner. He has spun around, I think, and touched the wall and lost the front wing. It's a yellow flag. Will it be a safety car?
Let's have a look. It's interesting because he came out the last corner. He must have been side by side or something, but it's on the start line straight, so it's very odd to have it there.
The thing that could have happened is that in the last corner, if you do that full throttle and you get your left wheels on the outside curve, you can't spin. So it could have been something like that, but he came pretty far out on the straight before it was in a wall, so it's hard to say what had have happened there. But Robin went into the pits, also Liam went into the pits. It's another yellow flag.
Oh! Ranheimer has spun as well and hit the wall and lost his full front wing there, and we now have a virtual safety car.
Mendra is crashing. It's so bad. Like, but look, if you look at the top 10 of how many of these drivers have gained places, take Damiel, he's gained 8 places. Silas gained 7. Storm 6 places. Maka 5. And this is mostly because of the drivers further behind crashing and having to go into the pit super early.
It is. And it's just a bit of an unfortunate look around here. Sometimes you just make one tiny mistake and you can crash your car into the wall around here. So
yeah,
it is that hard around here now. So the gap is now nothing as they're side by side in the background between Schumi and Holkenberg. Or Holkenberg, here they are, side by side, still they are here as they head into chicane, and Holkenberg and Schumi are still side by side here as they're about to head underneath the grandstand they are, and Schumi takes the position off Holkenberg. He does there as they now head into the last chicane and now heading down to the last corner, but we do have another spinner, and Storm has slowed. But the other car that hasn't is Tranheim, has made a mistake as well, but he gets back going now. Didn't hit the wall though, luckily.
Ranheim has Storm into the pits, but I think that Storm has damaged his front wing. That's what happened.
Okay.
But then as we saw, Schumi and Hulkenberg, and now Hulkenberg will get the DRS and Schumi. They're both on the hard tires. So, yeah, he's too far behind to do something this lap.
It is indeed.
But these two drivers, they're the who started on the hard tires and are still out on track. They could maybe take these tires till the rain, maybe, if it is enough rain for intermediates or wet tires.
Yeah, they certainly could. Wets are, well, they are last hard to do as side by side they go. Sorry, just another battle here. Maka down the inside of Amsalis here, but no, can't make it through. and just has to back off there off the second DRS straight there, he does. But yeah, as you're saying, it's wet tyres. Oh, but he's going to go down the inside. Is he having a look into the grandstand but can't do it? But no, as I say, it's going to be a interesting one with the wet tyres, because I would say hards around here can probably last you about nearly 20 laps. So
oh, even more. In my league race a few weeks ago, I started on soft, went into the pits on lap 3, and I finished on those hard tires. So they can probably go maximum 30 laps. Because when I then drove 27, 28, I think I ended at 68 in tire wear. But I think we had another spinner on track. Could it have been Robin? The Meal, maybe? The Meal, I think, because he's currently very far behind and he was a little bit further up in field.
he spun it into the wall. We just caught it on stream. As they're side by side though, they are here, and Mack has done it. Mack has through past Imsalis into second. Very nice move there it is. Here it is. And if you're doing, by the way, a 2-stop race, the game says you need to pit around lap 6 to 8. So that is what the game is saying. But anyway, that was a great move from Macca there. Just saw the end of it, but a nice move there it is for him.
Yeah, you can also see Ronheimer and Storm. Storm gonna get past. Oh, he crashes into the back, and he has lost another end plate, and he just came out of the pits last lap with a new front wing and new wheels. Really bad luck there. But it gets past Ronheimer, but Ronheimer takes it on the switchback, it looks like. Oh, they're still side by side, but Ronheimer keeps that 12th place.
Very nice there from him it is to keep that 12th position, and these two having a nice scrap for the low positions down the order as De Miles gets a 3-second time penalty. They does. Anyone else close? No, this is the closest battle on circuit then, this one is.
Yeah. Also, as we see Mark in the chat saying safety car and Macca is in a great place. Macca, Siles and Mace will have Siles goes into the pits and gets a penalty. But yeah, so then now Macca and Mace, and then Ronheimer going into the wall. Actually, I just saw many drivers hitting the wall. But yeah, Macca and Mace, if it's get a safe car now, they're in a really great position because they are. Let's take a quick look here. Currently, they're up 3 and 7 places each, and they can then go into the hard tires and finish, and maybe go into the mediums. But it is. I would guess it's a very risky because of the we still don't know how much rain it will be and what lap it will come on.
Yeah, we won't know what it is. Just to say as well, a 39.2 was the quickest lap of the race from Robin so far. That's the quickest lap of your race so far.
Liam and Invictus now. Liam on the outside. Can he gets the overtake done?
He does, but we know Invictus here. I don't think he wants to give the position up here. And another thing about Invictus as well is he had a great start.
Rock City braked a little bit late and tried to go on the inside of Hulkenberg into the hairpin, and they touched. So I'm not sure if Rock City got. Yeah, he lost half his swing in that collision.
He did. But Invictus did have a good first couple of rounds, and then after that just has not been performing to where he thinks he can be, but it'd be fine.
Now Mace is in the pit, assuming it's a penalty, and another spinner, it's Hulkenberg, and he's also lost a little bit of the front wing. I'm not sure, but I think that the marshals will have a lot of end plates and front wings to pick up.
They will indeed around here. They will. But it's a great move for Macca here, as you're saying, because he's on 7-lap old tyres. Another couple of laps and then he'll be pitting. So if a safety car came out now, it'd be brilliant timing.
It will indeed. And of course, I wouldn't be surprised because this is a track with a high chance of safety car. Currently, there are not so many drivers close to each other. We've got Silas and Torenheim. Closest that we could see an overtake now, actually, from Silas going on the outside of Torenheim. Tornheim braking late, trying to keep that position. Silas also missed an end plate, I see now.
He does, for just the tiniest bit of contact he just did then on the side of Tornheim. Tornheim, there he did, so that's going to be where happens there. And the other battle, by the way, as well, is Maze, Liam and Invictus having a scrap. They are here for P number 5 as they head onto the second DRS straight in a second, I think it is. Well, they've already done the DRS straight, sorry. They are now about to head underneath the grandstand.
And there goes Macca into the pits. After 8 laps on the soft, impressive. So then it's only Passels on mediums and Schumi on hard that hasn't went into the pits yet.
Would you go onto the mediums now, or?
If I'd been driving during this race, I would have went into the pits before lap 5 actually, and I'm taking a hard tires, probably. It's still hard to say because of the rain and the weather forecast that we're not 100% sure about. We see that Ronheim is in, or Stian Mar, and that's old Ronheim in the chat saying, I hate Singapore.
Very quickly though, here he goes though, does Liam. Is he going to try down the inside here, braking late? Nope, can't get past Maze, he was too far back. He was 2 tenths back, so wasn't close enough that time to get past. And right behind him is Invictus, really wanting to get through as well. Here he is, but Maze is keeping Liam like a bay. Here he is, as they head into the next couple of corners here, just before the Anderson Bridge. As they're going over the Anderson Bridge now. Let's see what happens then, as they're about to head down the next DRS straight in a second. They are. Now they do.
Invictus with a bad exit there. Liam can't get close enough for the Maze, breaks a bit late. You can notice that McLeod is on the side by side with Hulkenberg almost. Oh, he's gonna go on the inside now. That's a risky one. Touches, gets a corner cut also. He's gonna do it into Singapore Sling. He wants to, and he also missed an end plate I just saw. We actually got a lot of close fires out on track now.
Near the end of a lap we are here with Robin, and he is right, actually at the, I think we're actually near the start. Where are we actually with Robin? Let me just have a look. Oh, we're near the start of a lap, sorry, just about to exit sector 1 we are here, and he's about to overtake Schumi here for P number 2. As he goes to the inside line here, but no, too far back there to overtake him. There he was, and we're on the same straight now. Liam now closer than he was last lap to the back of Maze. Can he now make it past Maze? Here he goes to the outside line here. They're side by side now into the corner, but no, Maze cuts him off and defends the position. But no, he goes back down the inside, and they nearly touch. Let's see if he can do it. If he doesn't, Invictus will go down the inside. Invictus goes and touches, and Invictus spins.
Also now Schumi tried on back of Passel, and then look at Robin gets a lovely exit there, and he gets past Schumi there. The next guy now, Passel, and also Schumi was chasing Passel a little bit, so if he can just hang on the back of Robin, it will be maybe easier for him to overtake Passel. So Liam then still right on the back of Mace also.
He is indeed. But yeah, it's unfortunate there for Invictus. He just was trying to get past Liam and then just made the mistake and spun the car and hit the wall. So it's unfortunate, but that's what happened. As Liam, here's the closest battle on circuit is Liam here. But let's see what happens now, because Robin now, side by side they go. Great exit out of the last corner he actually gets. And into corner 1, he's through. Past Passals, very nice move there he is. Through into P number 1, into 2, and he goes now, and through a 3. Very nice move, and he has done it, and up into the lead he goes now. And let's see then what Liam can do. Nothing here, but there's going to see what happens here with him. Here then we are 11 by the way out of 31, so next lap we will have 20 to go, and it is Robin leading, Passau second, Shumi third, and Liam now side by side with Mays, and through he goes, clean overtake that time, and through he goes into P number 4. Fifth now is Mays, 6th is Solis, I'm Solis, and 7th is Maka, and 8th is Rock City.
Robin has got getting past Passel, and he's just so fast on track now. 2.3, 2.4, yeah, close to 6 actually. But now Shumi right on the back of Passel, and he will get the DRS. Not sure, too far behind to get an overtake done now. Oh, brakes very late and touches, and there goes one of his end plates. Really bad luck for the Racing Point driver, as he also sat on the hard tires and had plans to go on for a long time.
So from what we've seen so far, have your podium we've just heard what are your podium predictions in the chat from Ranheim. So have they changed your podium predictions?
Yeah, because I guess Ranheim in I think I guessed Ranheim on a victory, and he's out now, sadly. I think I guess Roxy in second. Not little unsure about third actually, but it's really hard to say. We're only on lap 12, and man, it's 20 laps to go in a long race.
Indeed, it is a long race. Yeah. So if you didn't know my predictions anyway, I said it was going to be Robin, Invictus, who's down there in the positions, and Ranheim, who sadly is out of the race now. But I will probably go now, if I take Ranheim out of this, maybe Mays. But I mean, anyone's game really at the moment, because Passauers is doing a great job up there in P2.
Yeah, and Ranheim's brother, Tornheim, is now fighting for P9 with Hulkenberg right behind him, and gets the DRS into turn 1, but is it close enough? I don't think so, no, he stays behind. Better chance for into turn 7 on the next straight we'll get at too.
Is he gonna... He could have done the same move somebody did on Kimi Räikkönen a couple of years ago and broke Kimi Räikkönen's wheel off.
Yeah,
into that corner.
Kvyat.
Yeah, Kvyat, that's it. That's the one. But he goes now...
Tornheim.
So, count.
Easily past. Hulkenberg doesn't make a big challenge for Tornheim. But also Invictus and Ronheimer get the DRS overtake, and he doesn't go into Dime Bomb, but Ronheimer breaks very late. That gives Invictus a chance. He goes side by side then into turn 8, and he is passed up to P12.
He is indeed, as we now look up the field, as Passau's now picked. It's a 12-second gap between Liam, who's now officially in second, and Robin in first. It's crazy. Robin literally is now heading down the first DRS straight, and the miles, where's the miles? It's only literally 3 corners ahead of him.
Yeah. Now we can also see that every driver has pitted. Silas is only driver on soft actually.
Yep, so there's your pit stops, by the way, to everyone who's watching there on screen, how many pit stops they've done. But your gainers then after the pit stops, Robin gained 5, I'm Solis, and Shumi gained 6, so did Frivronk.
Oh no! I was on board with Passel, so I didn't get a good view of it, but it looks like Roxy turned a little bit into him, and Passel then spun around. Luckily, he didn't get any front wing damage, and that's real lucky since he just came out of the pits. But and Ronheimer is out. Oh, he's retired in the pits.
We could maybe see... did he retire in the pits? Yes, he did. He retired in the pits, which is not good. There, it's not. Closest battle on circuit now is between Shumi and Rock City.
Yeah, the two old Walker Racer drivers. Rock City is still in the race, so it looks good for him. Since there was a chance that he had to leave.
Maybe in the little break period we had, he was able to just go and see how she was or something.
Also, a little since it's isn't that much happening, I'll try and tell you a quick fun fact. or just quickly that last time we drove here in real life, Sebastian Vettel won, and that is the last win he got. He has got one podium after that, and that was at the Turkish Grand Prix in 2020 now, but except that, it was his last win till date. But of course, Aston Martin, I think there's a chance of him maybe winning a race, at least podiums. And also another thing with that win for him,
Sorry, very quickly, side by side they go, and I'm Solis now. It's got Rock City behind him, and he goes down the inside into the exit of the first DRS zone and takes him.
Yeah, great overtake there, and now Schumi can also challenge Silas.
He can indeed. There he can, and Schumi now gets through. Very nice indeed. So, sorry to interrupt you there.
Yeah, to finish that race, that not Schumi, but
Vettel.
Sebastian Vettel won. That's something I read as we were waiting for the second lobby here to start, and it's a problem that many of the drivers have on this track. It's because of the heat and the humidity. It is that all the drivers got a water bottle in their car, and it could actually fail this little tube that they got. And Sebastian Vettel did get that fail on this tube, so he didn't get any water during this almost 2-hour race here in this war. As we see, Dan Miles and McLeod has crashed, or McLeod has returned in the pitch, and Damil has crashed. If you go on Robin, you can actually see Damil's car here.
Oh. We may have a safety car or something then, we don't know, we'll have to wait and see.
Does look like so. Well, I thought it was a crash because Damil and McLeod retired at the same time.
Yeah, I did as well, but then one retired in the pits, one didn't, so very interesting there to see.
Silas in the pits, serving a penalty, new front wing, new tires.
Indeed. So it's 15 out of 31 now we have had here, and it's Robin still leading, Liam second, May third, Macca fourth, and Rock City fifth, as we currently stand with the top 5 here tonight.
Schumi on Rock City is the closest at the moment. Also, Schumi is having a great race because he started on the hard tires, lost an end plate, changed ring, got onto the mediums, and he's 8 places up at the moment. So, great race here from the Norwegian driver. And I think we can get a fight for P5. We have seen that he has been closer. Currently 1.2, but maybe he can close up. And Tornheim is closing in on Passels.
Maybe he can indeed get past. We'll have to wait and see on that one. We have the other battle as well, which is Tranheim and Passau, as you were saying. That's now closer. We can have a look at that, and the other one as well, which is the other closer one on the circuit, is a long way back, but Invictus on the back of Hulkenberg. That's the only other one that is closer. That is the closer 3 battles there on circuit. They are. Let's see then what happens with Schumi then. He's 0.9 behind. But actually, Tranheim, let's see what he can do because he's closer.
Yeah, he's on the mediums and his tires are much better than Passel's. Passel does get a little bit of better X there, but it doesn't help when Tornheim gets the DRS, but he doesn't get any ERS or overtake dues, but he dives down the inside and takes that position from Passel and it's up to P7 then.
Yeah, very good move there, up into P7 there. It was Storm goes into the pits and goes onto the softs, so something may be happening around here, but we're not even...
It's an interesting one, because they don't have a big lifespan on this track, so it couldn't have been a mistake from the pits, or maybe is that telling us that there could be some rain coming soon?
Maybe, but just to say the leader is on the 17th lap right now, which is officially half race distance right now
Yeah.
in this race. So any time, if it is 45 minutes in, any time now, maybe 20, 21, we may see the rain come down and have like the last 10 as a bit of rain, but who knows.
Yeah, but we gotta remember something. Even if the weather was on dynamic, I don't think it was set on costume. So the weather forecast now could actually have been different from the original one.
Ooh. But they did say about rain in the chat, so I think they may have put it on rain, but I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, it could have been. It was just, I think I remember seeing it, but it was on dynamic.
Okay.
It could have been changed. I could just go back to the stream and take a look.
I'll have a look for you if you want.
Nah, you're the streamer. You should take a look, keep the stream going.
It's fine, just 2 seconds. Yeah, weather was custom. Yeah, just before we started they changed it to custom.
Okay.
So
then we should get some rain at the end.
we might do. Okay, rain was the same as the first lobby. Thank you for confirming that to us. But yeah, the gap has come down now. It was 1.6. It's now 1.2 between Shumi and Rock City now. So something looks like it could happen here between them two as they head into the last corner. Now they do. But we'll have to see. But I still can't believe it.
Rock City and Macca has actually closed in on... yeah, Rock City and Shumi is closing on Macca, so here it could be a fight for P4.
It could indeed. I still can't believe it. 15-second gap between Robin and Liam.
Yeah, Robin doing a dominating performance here, and also from Liam down to Mace it's 11 seconds. From Mace to Macca 6.6. And Mace, of course, he is going to the finish with those hard tires, but I'm not sure about Liam and Robin. Again, the rain, but yeah, it's a lot of interesting strategies here, especially that storm went on the soft tires, and also Freak Ronk just pitted and he went on to the mediums.
He did indeed. That's very interesting for him to go on the mediums. But yeah, the gap has come down now, so it's 2.5 seconds separating Macca to Shumi, and 0.8 separating Macca now to Rock City. So it's closing down now, so it could be the first corner or the proper first DRS straight on the lap.
But a question for you about the drivers here, since you're commentating here a little bit. If there's rain from earlier races you've seen, who would you say are the fastest guys on a wet track?
Last week was the first race I've seen with them. When we got rain from the start of the race, and Robin was very quick in the rain, so I could say Robin. But very quickly, here he goes then, does Rock City, can he get past Macca here? And I don't think he can, but here we go then, let's see if he can down this DI straight. Breaks into the corner now, and is through. But Macca wants to get back for him, and side by side they stay, but he's through. There he is, very nicely indeed. Through he goes, and very nicely.
Oh,
yeah.
Freak Ronk has spun there. They just passed him.
The only thing about last week though was we had loads of safety cars, so I can't really say. But for good wet pace last week, when we had full non-safety car conditions, Robin was quick, Liam was quick, and Maze was quick. So that's basically saying. But if we did, I don't know really. Honestly, I'm not really sure because we didn't have. We just had safety cars, so.
Yeah, I understand. But to the racing here, we said we got a real close one now. Rock City, Macca, and Shumi. But Rock City is making a gap between himself and Macca now.
He is. It just went up by a tenth in that little complex of corners. So this is going to be good. I think they're about to lap a car. I think they are. I'm not entirely sure. Let me just check if they are. No, they're not there. So they're heading. They're actually. We'll just have to see here. Closing in as we have a 3 Vonks retired. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, there we go. Virtual.
I know why. I know why. I got on Hulkenberg and into the grandstand section there. Freak Ronk's whole front wing was there, and out of the grandstand section we could see him had crashed. And Hulkenberg goes straight into the pits. Invictus stays out though. But what tires will Hulkenberg go on now? And yeah, those mediums are less tire wear now. We can see it takes on the soft, so the rain is coming because the soft tires does not last 11 laps here.
No, they don't. So they're hoping that the rain comes by the end. You never know. This game could do it and say 45 minutes, and then the rain comes for 1 lap, and that could be all we get around here.
Yeah, and
so it could be.
Also, if there comes rain, they could stay out on the dry tires. So, if it isn't too bad.
Indeed, as we're back green now, racing again from that virtual safety car, which we had for about 50 seconds there, and we are seeing Maka now right on the back of Rock City now. Here we are. Schumi is 1.3 behind now, but just as the virtual safety car came out, as I went on board with Maka, he was 0.1 behind Rock City. He was, but sadly had to slow it down a little bit to keep the telemetry at the time that they needed to be.
Yeah, the little corner cutting at the last corners there, and now Schumi is really close on them also.
Yeah, it's just going to be a 3-way scrap here for P number 4. Could maybe be a scrap for a podium here, because I don't think Robin and Liam can last their tyres to the end of the race. They can last them maybe for another 2 or 3 laps, and I think they're done then.
Yeah, I was going to mention it myself. We see Robin having some problems with his tires now, and we can see, if we take a look on the back tires also, we can see a little bit of blistering almost, and also on the front tires. So I would guess they are close to, at 50-60% tire wear at the moment, and I think they can't go further than 20 laps. So lap 24, and I will, if I were them, or Robin has a good gap to Mace. Liam not that big one, but I would recommend just going for the soft tires actually. That is safest maybe, but of course they can talk to just ask Jeff weather forecast, and maybe 5 minutes away, then they would stay out. I would also stay out.
Yeah, indeed. As I was looking on board with Liam there for a second, as we all did, and you can see his back tyres will have a little bit of grading on them as well. But to Maze, unbelievably, Rock City is closing in on him now. It's gone down to 3.1 seconds, the gap now to him. So Maze's tyres must be coming off a little bit, going off a little bit. I'm surprised they are, but that's what it looks like, because Rock City's trying to close up to his teammate, but Schumi on the back still of Maka here, trying to close in. He is here as he heads through the first complex of corners and heads down the straight here. He does. On board, we're going to go with him now.
Schumi actually does have a lot of ERS, and I'm just going to say that's impressive, because this is a track where it's not easy to save up ERS, and if you use more than 50 of it, then it's so hard to get up to like 70, 80 again. So impressive to see that he has so much actually.
It is. But we looked there, had a quick look just before the corner before Anderson Bridge there, as they now head into the Anderson Bridge, and I don't think Schumi was going to get through there, but he had a look as they now head down the DRS straight. Now they do, and Schumi now had a poor exit out the corner onto it, and has not capitalised the DRS that he had there.
Robin is into the pits. Torres probably has too much cyber, so he had to. But what about Liam? He stays out. Mace, he could be just about safe to Mace. It will be really close between him. Okay, he gets out in front of Mace, but not so far in front on the soft tires, and the soft tires could go to the finish, but they wouldn't be fast at the end, and I don't think he has plans on going to them to the finish, but he couldn't stay out because it was too big risk for a puncture, as Shumi went into the pits on medium tires. That's strange. As we see Storm on soft, Holcomb on soft, Robin on soft, but Shumi goes into the mediums.
There must be something then on his that his Jeff saying that is not rain coming soon then.
Could be.
Well, we'll have to wait and see because we don't know when the rain will be, if we are going to get rain or not. We might not get rain. It might be just as we're about to finish, but who knows?
Yeah. We can take a look at Liam and his tires here. We can see he loses a lot of time. He was after second sector now. He's 1.7 bar in his best lap. And we see a lot of blistering on those front tires, and also at the back right tires, so we can see it. Yeah,
that is correct. Tranheim. They only literally. Oh, he's pitting now. He's in. Liam's in.
You see, Ranheim in the chat. Soft doesn't last real long though. No, I think maximum 8 laps. We see. It was one of the drivers who started on soft actually went 8 laps before he pitted. I don't remember who it was.
8 laps before he pitted. I'm not too sure either. I can have a look for you, but
yeah, it's a real long, I know, but yeah.
It was Maka.
Oh yeah.
So, there he is, but comfortably in P4 though, so something must have helped there anyway. Yeah, but yeah, as you're saying, it's only around 5 to 8 laps for the softs, so.
Yeah, but of course, if they go 8 laps, they won't be fast then. It'll be really hard to keep them alive. Oh, look at Shumi and fresh medium try to back up Passel now. Shumi, my former teammate in the Norwegian league, actually.
As here he goes then, and through he goes on pass out very nicely there. And just to say, Ranheim just put 8 laps on softs. Give me his number, and then I need to learn how to take care of my tyres. So there you go. Yeah, we will. Well, Maka will probably tell you in the chat when he's on a Discord later how he did it. So yeah.
Storm with a penalty. Penalty is not something we talk a lot about. There's currently only rain. It's raining now. That's good for Mace though, and Rock City and Mecca.
I can't see anything at the moment on my screen, but I'll have a look in a second for you and confirm it.
On board, maybe.
And there we go. Yeah, we got the first spots on the screen now for me. So there we go.
Oh, Rock City already into the pits. It's probably because he has been so long in the mediums, but it's very early. It's too early for the intermediates, but because of the medium tires that he has 15 laps on, he doesn't have much choice. Also, Torenheim goes into the pits. Shumi stays out. Passel stays out.
Just on penalties again. Everyone. So the penalties are Maka, Liam, Shumi, Rock City, Invictus all got 3, and then we've got Hülkenberg and Storm with 6, 12 seconds for Ims Release, and 17 for Tranheim. Around here, as we are, yep, you can see it. It's chucking, not chucking. It's heavy drizzle. We'll class it as we say over here in Britain, with the tyres here. I don't think it'll be DRS enabled yet. Disabled, sorry, yet. I think it may be in about 3 or 4 laps. It might be.
Let's go on board with Rock City. Okay, he is losing so much time. Just in one corner, he lost half a second to Passel, and it's going really slow here. It is too early for them, and Hulkenberg now in Torenheim has made it. Invictus too early. Actually, Robin, if it doesn't. Oh wait, Liam and Macca side by side now in the mediums. Oh, a little bit of touch pushing there. They're still side by side. Can it go side by side into the grandstand? No. Liam gets past before the corner. Drying off my waist here.
Everyone's very excited in the chat to see what happens here with the tyres. We'll have to wait when it's optimal temperature to go to intermediates. It will say DRS disabled if you have not really. Yeah, it will. So that will probably be in about, I would probably say for 27, 28. That might say that. So a couple of laps.
Yeah, the Stian or Ronham says the rain is coming fast, so Interson might be 200 like you. Yeah, we can see that actually right now it is a lot of rain here on the screen. And now Maka went into the intermediates, but Robin,
Liam,
I think that he will maybe take a.
We have a spinner, and that is somebody spun in sector 1.
Shumi.
Who's that? Shumi. So it may be intermediate weather after all.
Yeah, he has lost a little bit of front wing also, so now I think the intermediates will be not too bad.
The game hasn't said DRS. Sorry, the game hasn't said DRS is disabled though, so it might be still time though.
Yeah, and Robin leading with 20 seconds to Liam. Let's take it if Liam, Mace, and Shumi pits. Then he got, let's take a look. Then he got 50 seconds down to his teammate Maka. And Maka just went into the wall.
There we go.
Also.
There we go. Just to say very quickly, it's just come up on the screen. DRS disabled, so it's intermediate weather.
So Robin then now is probably gonna go into the pits. Yeah. But now Maka, Roxy, and others, what can they gain with pitting this early? I'm not sure about Tornheim is too far behind, but Roxy and Maka maybe.
With
Shumi has spun again. Oh no, and he's lost his whole front wing.
With Maka and Rock City, they have a little bit of heat in the tyres, not enough, but a little bit of heat because they've had laps. I think it's perfect for them. I think they'll perfectly come out and potentially be in first or be in second or third here in this one. Robin will definitely take the lead of this race. He will and come out and do well, but it will definitely be Maka and Rock City who will be beneficial here for them to get, say, even first or second here. But let's see, because Liam and Maze are in the pits as Rock City exits the final corner.
With wet racing then.
We are indeed.
Everyone has went into the pits except
Shumi.
Shumi's
out.
Shumi's out. He had a lot of problems here driving, and I understand. Oh, it's a safety car? What? Now? Interesting one, because the safety car will go in on lap 29 latest. It won't stay out longer than that.
No.
And this will get really exciting then. Because look at Mason Rock City, how close they are.
It will indeed get really exciting. Just to say as well, yeah, you are correct on that. Normally it's around 3 laps. They don't allow a safety car to come out. So,
yeah, it's really weird as we come out now. And of course they will have to catch up to the safety car and then drive around track at least once.
Yep. So I will say we'll probably 20. We will exit 28. And go on to lap 29 as we go green, I think, or maybe even start lap 30 and go green and have 2 laps. So it could be either 29 or 30 here. But anyway, just to tell you, it's Robin from Liam, from Maka, from Rock City, from Maze, from Passau's, Invictus, and I'm Solis, who are your top 8. Then it's Tranheim and Hulkenberg are your top 10 out of the 11 who are racing still. We're just waiting for Storm now to overtake the car that was Shumi. We are indeed. But it's what if you were Robin right now? Would you be a bit disappointed that you had this massive gap and now it's gone?
Yeah, probably a little bit. But even if it catches up to the safety car, I think it will only. I think it only will be behind it for 1 lap. So it depends on now the speed though. Can Liam catch up to those 23 seconds now?
Well, the safety car exits is now starting the first DRS straight as Liam is only just now braking into corner 1. Now he's braking into corner 1.
Yeah, this will be really. I think we'll get some exciting last lap, and also Robin doesn't have any penalties. But again, Mace right on the back of Rock City, and Mace doesn't get any penalties. Same with Macca, he got some penalties there.
21.
Pastel, no penalties. So only 3 drivers without penalties.
That is good to see. There it is. Just to say as well, we may have interviews at the end of the race if anyone wants to do them. I'll pop it in the chat and see if they want any, and then we'll let you know if we do have any or not. Hulkenberg gets a 3-second penalty there. He does there, but yeah, the gap now is only 12.6. So it'll probably just be 2 cars here behind the safety car before we go green again.
Yeah, I don't think so. The rest of the guys, I don't think they will catch up. Or maybe actually, because Robin will have to slow up a little bit to let the safety car or get a gap to the safety car. And we did not get a safety car in this lap. So then we'll go in next lap actually. That's very weird.
Well, we'll have to wait and see then, because it could be just after this grandstand that we get the safety car coming in, but we don't know. It might be too late then for the safety car.
Liam almost touched the wall there. But we can see the rain came very fast here because it's raining a lot here now.
Let's have a look. No, we're getting 1 more lap then, so we're only going to have 2 laps, a 2-lap sprint when we finish.
That means that actually Macca, Rock City and Mace can catch up, and this will be something about the most exciting now will be Mace on the back of these 3 Liam, Macca and Rock City, because he does not have any penalties, so he can maybe gain places, maybe a podium if he stays close enough on this drive for the last 2 laps.
It will be. I think it'll be everyone up to Passau's. I think Passau's will as well get up. So it'll be the top 6 have the safety car. They will, and then everyone else will have to just go where they are on circuit and do as quick as they can where they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, Robin, great position for him here to be in. No penalties, and will probably maybe take the win here if his teammate can do something to keep Liam behind him, or even keep Mays behind him. Would be what you would do here, because probably he is a second. I don't know if Rock City, not Rock City, Macca, sorry, is the second driver. I don't know if he is, but you never know.
Something else we can look at, the drivers with best ways so far is Robin 5 places up, Macca 6 places up, and Passel 7 places up.
Yeah, so at the moment, Passau is going to get driver of the day by the game. Who would you pick as your driver of the day at the moment? Guys, let us know in the comments for that one. But who would you pick as your driver of the day, Ollie?
I'm not sure at the moment. I'm actually gonna give it, or it is between Robin or surprisingly actually a driver who has retired, and that is Shumi, because he was unlucky, of course, he crashed, but the rest of the race he drove, by the way, we saw center in his lap. Just gonna take it quickly, because I think Shumi did an impressive job there on how he drove, and he got wing damage, got in, changed wing, new tires, and he did some few overtakes and got further up in the field. And if it was still in the race, I think it would be really exciting to see where he would finish. So it is between Robin and Shumi for me.
Okay then, as Robin is keeping the cars very slow, he is here as they head underneath the grandstand now they do, which is the driest part on the circuit, the tiniest bit of dry on the circuit there. It is for this.
Passel also now on the back
Yep.
of them.
has just joined the battle at the back of them. Here he has. So we're going to be, by the way, racing for 2 laps of this 5.063 kilometers or 3.146 miles, and we go, and away go the top 6 then. They are away now. They are, well, the top 5 are now. 6th is, who closes up now to the back of them. Here he does. Let's see then what the top 6 can do.
Oh, the driver's really sliding now. Torrenheim has crashed, I think, in the hairpin.
He did indeed.
From Gabriel, he says Rock City drive today.
Yeah?
Yeah, Rock City has also done a great job here.
He has. All deep.
And Liam goes into the back of Robin there. Rock City really close on Macca now also. I think this will be a really exciting racing now. Top 6, so close to each other, or pass a little bit further behind then.
Indeed, it is very close racing now. It is Macca. So he can do as we've got Salite side by side here. We have for the 2 further down the order, and I'm Salite has got past Invictus there. So the 2 Ferrari side by side they were for 7th position there, and he's back through. But then he makes a mistake and clips the wall. And let's see then if Invictus can get back through. No, he can't. Back up the field we go for 2nd because Robin is close. Sorry, not Robin. Rock City is close to Macca. He has here. And let's see if he can try and get through there, as we've had. As Ranheim says, I think Robin for driver of the day started 6th and is a speed monster.
Yeah, he's doing a great race now, leading with 1.2 seconds down to Liam.
They are here.
It looks like the drivers are struggling a little bit here. Of course, we're already close to the walls with dry racing, but it's almost scary to see how close some of them get to the wall now.
Indeed it is, as we are now on the last lap of the Grand Prix. The leader breaks into corner 1 now, he does, and we are on the last lap now. We are here, 33 out of 33, sorry, 31 out of 31, sorry, I do apologise, just not saying it right there. Oh, Macca gets another penalty. That puts up the stat there to 24 seconds, and I think it's 30 seconds and then it's disqualification after that, I think. Oh, it was a little mistake.
Depends on what type of penalty, as you said, Rock City, mistaken, goes into the wall. Oh, very bad luck for him then.
Macca's just made a mistake. Sorry, Mays just made a mistake and hit the wall as well. So he's now dropped a bit further back as well, meaning that Rock City will keep the position if it's well, won't, but could keep positions as it says as it is. But Robbins races brilliantly. He has here. And we are only literally, as we say, we have about half a lap to go now.
Been an incredible racing we've seen tonight. We've been sitting here for 1 hour and 40 minutes actually.
We have indeed. Nearly 1 hour 40 minutes.
Yeah, nearly. Wow.
Wow, indeed. Indeed.
Yeah, long race though, but Robin now is in the 3rd section for the last time. Leading, no penalties, 2.1 down to Liam.
And he's raced this, he has, as you say, absolutely brilliantly. Robin has from P6 to P1, 5 positions gained. He's had 3 pit stops this race. More than most of them have had 3, but a few have had 2. Mays and Passal's the only 2 have had 2 pit stops this race. Oh, actually, and Macca has. But here he comes and exits the final corner. Now he comes out of that corner. Now he comes, and it's going to be Robin who takes the win here tonight in the race here tonight in Singapore. 2nd is Liam. 3rd is going to be Macca on the circuit. 4th is going to be Rock City on the circuit, who's going to take 3rd. But then straight away, Mays takes 3rd.
Passalan takes 5th, Macca down to 6th. Then and also Storm finished P11. Slapped. Oh, what about Hulkenberg on Invictus? He tried there, but almost spins now. I tried to get that P8 for him. But yeah, Silas to P7. Oh, Invictus P7. Silas P8. Hulkenberg P9. And then we got Torrenheim who's going to take P10 here. And what a racing we have seen today. It's been an incredible fun race to watch. My first race commentating in TTML also. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed the show because Passel was only 0.2 behind a fourth place actually. Real close to Rock City there after penalties.
He was indeed, and it's been really nice having you here, by the way. And if you want to do next season as well, then I'm happy as well for that.
Yeah, next season could be also. I do know that I'm going to commentate the 2 next races, but the season final, I was thinking about before the race that I can't commentate that because I'm on vacation then.
No, that's not good.
Nah,
Just
I'm gonna go skiing.
ooh, well, good for you. Just to say, by the way, we do have season 4 already out, and the calendar's already out for that, so we'll let you know season 4 as well. But there you go then, podium celebrations to the drivers here then. Tonight it is going to be well, do you have time right now to do some interviews?
I got.
Okay then, we will
See Gabriel saying that we're the commentators of the year. Really appreciate those
thank
nice
you.
comments.
I will just pop it in the chat right now and see if anyone wants to.
Yeah. But I can thank you for the result once again. And we got Robin taking the victory today, dominating race, starting P6, just as Ronham said, Speed Master. In P2 we got Liam, and then in P3 we got Mace getting that podium position after penalties. We got Roxy in 4th, Passel in 5th, Maka in 6th, we got Invictus in 7th, I'm Stylish in 8th, Hulkenberg in 9th, Tor 9 and 10, and Storm in 11th. Then we got Shumi, Freak Ronks, Damele, McLeod, Odobear Ronheimer, and Ronheim taking the DNFs here today. We can also see Passel and Mace and Robert was the only drivers without the penalty. Passel getting 8 places up, starting P13. So a great race from the Belgium driver there. And what a long race. We've been sitting here for 102 minutes now, it says on the stream. Wow.
Indeed, and it was a 57 minutes of the race there it was. Just to give you the actual amount of how long it actually was, it was 57 minutes and 15 seconds.
Damn.
The race there.
Long race.
I've just asked in the... Sorry, go on.
No, yeah, I saw your was asking for a interview. Robin said English too bad, maybe in German. Well, I don't understand German.
Yeah, indeed. So we'll just wait a second to see if any of the top 3 actually want to, like Liam or anyone like that wants to. I don't know if he's actually...
I can try to add him.
If you want to, you can do. I'm just trying to see if Liam's actually on. He is, so I'm going to ask him. There, who finished second, he did. Very nice from him there. So we've been here now, by the way, just to tell everybody who is watching, for nearly 2 hours. 1 hour 45 minutes we've been here been here on stream.
Wow.
Actually, that's not...
I've had the second and third place of Liam and Mace into the party to see if they join.
Yeah, 1 hour 47 minutes we've been actually... well, streaming wise, we've been doing it for 1 hour 44. So there you go. Which is a long time. Division 4 finished earlier with 1 hour 40 minutes, so... That just tells you how long this race is. And yeah, thanks everybody for the support tonight. We really do appreciate it. Hopefully you do smash a like and hit that subscribe as well if you haven't already. But yeah, we'll just wait now and see if they want to join then. Pascal's... not Pascal's, sorry. Liam and Maze. If they don't want to join, then we'll just give our last thoughts and then we'll end the stream.
So Liam doesn't have time.
Let me have a look.
I do know that Mace is a very busy man, also.
Okay then. Well, that's probably going to be it then for tonight, I think. But very quickly, your thoughts on the race there?
As the first race commentating here in TTML, it's been amazing. Of course, I didn't know how everyone's driving style was. I only knew some of the Norwegians here, but still, it's been an impressive drive for men first. Lots of good fights, overtakes, and exciting with rain also. And I'm looking forward to next week, Mexico and Brazil for two next weeks. So yeah, that's my thoughts, and happy to get the opportunity to join commentating here.
Yeah, anytime, mate. Anytime, you're welcome to commentate. Anytime. And yeah, very good race it was indeed. Lots of overtakes, as you say. Lots of great battles as well. Even if they weren't overtakes, great battling to close up the gaps around this circuit tonight. And unfortunately, there was a few crashes tonight, which brought out some virtuals and a proper safety car, which didn't need to happen. But yeah. There you go. But yeah, very nice. Well done to everyone who did watch and did race tonight. Who did keep it clean and or just did finish, because a lot of cars that didn't finish. But yeah. And we're gonna end the stream there then. So thanks Ollie for joining.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure being here, and looking forward to the two next weeks also joining you here in the commentator box.
Yep. You're more than welcome to. So it'd be nice to have you here for the next 2 weeks. And they are, by the way, just to tell everybody who's here, we are at Mexico next week, and then the week after is Brazil. So we're now in Central and Southern America, Central and South America for the next 2 weeks. But join us then for Division 5. But from all of us here in TTML and Division 5, we'll see you next week then in Mexico. And well done again to Robin for winning. I've been James Boyle, and I will see you next week, and same for Ollie as well. So goodbye, and we'll see you next week.